Hi, welcome to Thompson Rivers University, or TRU. My name is Bernie Crawford. I'm one of the academic advisors, and our department helps students that are interested in the Bachelor of Business Administration. We help them plan their courses for first and second year. Once they're ready for third and fourth year, they end up seeing the SOBI, or the School of Business and Economics, program advisors. That's Barb Pillar and Heather Whistler. So what I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to talk about some of the requirements, the prerequisites that students need to have in order to take the courses at TRU, some of the options that you can do within the degree, course planning, a little bit on timetabling, registration, and where you can access information for that, and also about my TRU. So admissions requirements into the Bachelor of Business Administration is open. Because at TRU, our arts program, our science program, and also our business administration program have open admissions. What that actually means is, have you graduated from grade 12 in British Columbia or anywhere else in Canada, or even from another country, or someone that's a mature student. A mature student is someone that's 19 years of age and out of school for at least 2 years. So whether you've graduated or you're a mature student, we're going to let you come into our BBA program. You will be admitted, with a big but. It doesn't matter whether you're a graduate or a mature student, you still need to meet the prerequisites for each of the courses in which you want to take. And so for some students, that means, yes, they can take our full year program for first year, or they may end up having to do a combination of upgrading with those first year courses in which the prerequisites have been met. So the two big ones that we're looking at is English and math. Students need to have a B grade that's 73% with their in-class and government exam combined within the last 5 years in order to take our first year English. If they don't, then what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to either take an LPI test, an AccuPlacer here, which is a test that we do locally on campus, or they can do an English 0600 upgrading course. The other thing that we're looking at is students that have come through either the Foundations Math 12 or the Pre-Calculus Math 12. Within the last 2 years, they have to have a C+ average, which is a 67%. What you're looking at is different areas of study that students can do. This is a halfway marker. It's called an Associate of Business Administration and Commerce Diploma. So students that have followed along the first 2 years of a program, working towards their Bachelor of Business Administration, if they have to step out for a year, for instance, maybe they want to work or they want to travel or who knows what, they can actually apply to graduate with this particular diploma. If they're transferring, it shows the coursework that they've done at TRU, and they've been able to get a credential to transfer somewhere else to complete whatever degree it is that they're interested in doing. What a major is. A degree at TRU is 120 credits. That means 40 courses over a 4-year period if you're carrying 5 in the fall, 5 in the winter. So typically you do 20 courses in the first 2 years and 20 courses in the next 2 years. So what a major means is 10 of those 20 are going to be in a specific area, for instance, marketing, or maybe in accounting. And that's a typical major. Students don't need to declare their major until sometime in their last semester, second year, going into their year 3, because the BBA, or the Bachelor of Business Administration program advisors, need to know the area that the students want to go into. They can also do a major with a minor. So if half of your work, or 50%, or 10 of your last 20 courses are in accounting, for instance, or marketing or HR, you can do a lesser amount called a minor. And a minor typically is 6 of the last 20 courses. So you're not going in as deep as you would with a major. You can also do an honors degree. Not something that we always recommend that students look on the website, because it depends on what your grades are, and it depends on which area is actually offering the honors. A general degree is a broad degree that students can do. So they don't really have to go as deep by choosing to do a major. And then we have this other degree. It's called a double degree. It takes 5 years. And what it is someone that's interested in computing science, but they're also interested in the management part. And they can do a double degree BBA and Bachelor of Computing Science. The one thing that has to happen, though, is both those degrees need to be finished in the same semester. And typically it takes 5 years to complete all the requirements for the double degree at TRU. So these are the different degree options that we have. And I'm going to show you where you can go online, where you can actually find much more information about each one of them. Remember, the first 2 years of a BBA degree is very generic. All the students are taking the same courses. So it's not until going into year 3 that you have to decide what your major is. And there's lots of information on the BBA website. So how do you prepare to get into third year? What we're saying is that all of the core courses, the requirements, you have to have a minimum grade of a C minus, which is a 60%. All the prerequisites and co-requisites have to be met for you to get into those third and fourth year courses. The diploma, as I said before, is open to any student that wants to apply to graduate with it, and once they finish the first 2 years. You just have to go through your MyTRU to apply for graduation, and an overall GPA of a 2.0. That is what's required. You can apply into year 3, or this would be more for transfer students to apply with 54 credits. If you have 54 credits and you're actually a TRU student, it's just an automatic progression that will happen. This is what you need to do for first year. The Bachelor Business Administration program has gone through quite a large overhaul, and starting this fall, we've actually changed a lot of our acronyms. We've changed some of the content of the courses. Some of our second year courses have been moved up into third year. Some of our third year courses have been moved up into second year. But what you're looking at is what someone that is in first year, that has the C plus in their Math 12, that has the B in their English. So they're going to do an introduction to management, the macro and the microeconomics, critical thinking course, English, communications, math, and then they get to choose their electives. Everybody has to do 2 humanities elective and 2 social science electives. Everything's about balance when you're at post-secondary. You're not in high school. There's a lot more of the information, and how you do your coursework, it's on your shoulders. And so one of the things to be responsible and to be a good student is you need to spend at least 2 hours for every hour in class. So typically someone that's in a BBA program is probably going to be in class 15 to 22 hours a week. So if you double that, you've got at least 40 hours of homework. So this is something that you need to be doing. So you need to think about what else you're going to be doing in your life. Are you playing sports? Do you have a family? Are you planning to work part-time? We do expect you to sleep. You need to have a little bit of fun time. So everything has to be done with a certain balance so that you can be successful while you're here. These are the 2 courses. It's English. So again, you need 73% in English 12. That's your in-class with your government. That has to be in the last 5 years. Or you can simply write an LPI test. It stands for Language Proficiency Index. Just Google LPI and you'll be able to find out what the dates are. You need to have a level 5. That's a 30 to 35 out of 40 on the essay and 70% in each of the section 1s. Or you can do our own AccuPlacer here on campus. It's just a matter of contacting our assessment center. More information can be found if you just go to the search box at our website, type in assessment center, and you can find out when the test dates are. Or you do our upgrading course. As soon as you do a course that has an O in front of it, even though it has credits, they're not applicable credits towards a degree in business. But a course like that is something that you would have to be doing in your first semester. But it will allow you to get into English in the second semester. What you're going to be looking at here is we want students to have a C plus mark from grade 12 in order to be successful. So that's Foundations 12 or Pre-Calculus 12. And the 2 courses that we have that everybody has to do is going to be the 1070 and the 1170. So we're really particular to make sure that you have the prerequisites to get into those. This is just a little bit of a screen to show you for those students that are coming through with their Foundations 12 or their Pre-Calculus 12 and they may not have the grade level that they're needing. It's the courses that you need to be upgrading at TRU. So it's just something to check out. You can always contact our department. Just send us an email. We're going to need to know what your grades are, and we'll be able to tell you which math courses you need to upgrade, if you do need to upgrade. So this is just a typical program of someone that's doing maybe a mixed program of some upgrading with those first year courses in which the prerequisites have been met. So what we've got here is the scenario is the person did not get the C plus in Foundations 12, but they did get the B grade in their English 12. So what they've got to do is they've got to upgrade the Math 510, which is going to complete the algebra courses, and these are the pre-calculus courses. This is smaller because this one can be moved to the summer. If a student gets a B in the 0600, they don't have to do the 610 course, the 0610. But everything else is fine. They're moving along with their economics, their electives, their philosophy, and their English. So that's a combination, a mix of upgrading with first year. This is another one. This is for somebody that did the pre-calculus 12 but didn't get a C plus. So we're not giving them 510. They're going directly into the 2 math courses, they're upgrading their English. But again, they're moving along with their degree. We're not here to put up barriers. We just want you to be successful. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you, we're going to go to the website, our homepage, and just show you a little bit about where you can find information about timetabling and registration. So, I'm going to go out there first, sorry, the programs and courses. If you want to find more information about what I suggested before about the different options we have for the majors, accounting, human resource management, marketing, that kind of stuff, you just click on there, click on the business faculty, and you'll get a lot more information. A lot of the courses that I've just talked about are there. You'll also find out what the courses are for 3rd and 4th year, which ones are required and which ones you can use as electives. Now, once you know what your courses are, it's your responsibility to make a timetable and actually to register for them. And you'll see right in here, if you click on that and then you click on campus, you're going to go to the website that has all the information on registration. It talks about how do you make a timetable. There's videos you can go through. There's PowerPoint presentations. How do you actually register? Again, there's lots of online information. We expect you to read through and to do this yourself. You're not in high school, like I said before. The onus is on you to make yourself prepared so that you're ready to start classes in September, January, summer, whatever semester you're starting with. There's also links to orientation. There's links to money matters. There's links to financial support. There's all kinds of links. It's your responsibility to look at that. You'll also notice at the top it says My TRU. Every student is given access to their My TRU. There's an email address in there once you've logged in that you can forward to, say, your Hotmail or your Gmail, because that's how we're connecting with students, is by sending them emails. This is, again, something you need to check through. There's lots of video information. This is where you can find your grades out. We don't send out grade mailers. So we're going to go to academic advising. Okay, now we're actually on the academic advising page, and there's some information here that I want you to look at. One of the ones is the program resources. We have quite a number of degrees that are offered here, and what we've done here with all of these is we've actually put downloadable resources, tutorials, this kind of stuff. So I want you to go into, click on the BBA program. And what you'll see here is these are the 2 that we have where students can actually download their program. I mentioned earlier in the video that we have revised our BBA program. So anyone starting September of 14 needs to click on the top one, because the program does look different than those students that are continuing with our old program. But what it does is it lays out all the courses you're going to be doing if you're in 1st year or 2nd year for fall and winter. It also lays out every single course and what the prerequisites are. So there's a lot of really good information on that. You'll also see there's lots of different laddering programs we have for programs that currently exist at TRU, but there's also a BBA tutorial. So this is another method for you to be able to find out more information about the degree that you want to take. It'll take you maybe 7 minutes, 10 minutes in order to do it. There's also links to those downloadable PDF forms. This is our contact academic advising. The only time TRU academic advising is closed is between Christmas and New Year's. The majority of our contact with students is actually done through email. So when you do emails, please give us your name, give us your TRU student number, and if you want, your telephone, and what your question is. We also have a lot of international students here on campus, and they can email internationaladvising@TRU to get help as well. Thanks so much. Hopefully you have a really good time doing your business degree at TRU, and see you later. Bye-bye. That was shorter.